Plaza is one of the busiest roads at this time of the year, and motorists have been urged to drive cautiously on the roads. Newzroom Afrika's Katleho Sekhotho is now joining us live from the Hook Toll Plaza. Katleho, very good morning to you. Tell us about the number of cars that are flowing through that toll plaza.
A very good morning, Aldrin. So yes, traffic is flowing here through the De Hoek Plaza on the N3, and this is the main route from Gauteng, Johannesburg to Durban. And it was a very peak period yesterday. Certainly today, not as many cars driving through, but certainly expecting more motorists to hit the road from today onwards after the 16th, heading towards Christmas, people traveling for leisure, religious purposes, and other festivities during this festive period. And certainly law enforcement officials sending that message to motorists to be careful on the roads. You know, the obvious: no drinking and driving. If you're fatigued, stop by at a garage, refresh, hydrate, and just keep safe on the road. But I do have with me Mr. Theo Malele from the National Taxi Alliance to just speak to us. Theo, thank you for your time. I mean, just take us through, as an alliance, what are you looking out for this festive season in relation to taxis being on the roads?
Good morning, and thanks for the opportunity. As the National Taxi Alliance, our focus this time around is bordered around vehicle fitness and driver behavior. So in terms of driver behavior, here we're talking about drivers acknowledging as and when they are tired to take the restful breaks, which is after every 200 kilometers. And drivers must also, be of sober habits. And drivers must also refrain from talking loosely and recklessly with passengers. They must respect passengers. And on the overall, just to respect women, children, and the elderly. And with regards to vehicle safety, we have in fact impressed upon taxi operators that vehicles need to be kept in roadworthy conditions in order that they travel safely to their respective destinations and ensure that they get back to their respective economic areas safe. So we have seen an increase in travel patterns of people leaving Gauteng to the various destinations, and we're quite happy that thus far we haven't had any incident coming from the taxi industry side. But would like to emphasize that safety is everyone's responsibility. And we too, as an industry, must adhere to all rules and regulations of the road. And those that are found not to be adhering to these must actually face the full might of the law. So that is the position of the National Taxi Alliance with regards to the festive travel message that we wish to all our commuting masses and the drivers and the general South African public.
Now, Mr. Malele, in terms of roadworthiness of vehicles, year on year, we see the numbers that come out in January in relation to fatalities and incidents on the roads. Are we seeing taxi operators really heeding the message every single year about making sure their vehicles are in the right, are roadworthy?
Yeah, look, if you look at the statistical information of the past 3 years, you would realize that there is a serious decline in terms of the taxi industry's accident rate on the road. And instead, the fatalities are brought about mostly by jaywalkers and pedestrians, broadly. I think what now needs to happen is to have a much more broader campaign of getting the entire South African masses to begin to respect the rules of the road. I mean, you can actually see for yourself in our localities, as you blow your hood up, people just walk on the streets without even moving. They expect the vehicles to be on the pavement and then themselves onto the road. This then calls for law enforcement agencies also to come into play and begin to chastise these jaywalkers, so that they must appreciate that theirs is not on the road but on the side of the road, which is a shared space, and they must respect the rules of the road and do not want to go about and say that they want to get to cash in on the road accident fund as and when they get injured. They must also appreciate that the road accident fund has declined almost 50,000 people for the past 3 months. So it is not just an easy one.
Yeah.
They must refrain from all these acts.
We'll leave it there. Thank you, Mr. Malele. Thank you. So, Aldrin, you hear it there from the national spokesperson of the National Taxi Alliance there, outlining that most of the incidents being pedestrians on the roads, and really lending caution not just to motorists, but also pedestrians on the road to be careful, especially this festive season.